Welcome back to the show, everybody. Take a look at these numbers while we run the headlines. IMF on U.S. inflation, 742 million XRP and 500 million XRP. That's a lot of XRP. We're going to talk about it. JPMorgan now saying crypto is junk. Iran and Argentina in the news when it comes to crypto. You're going to want it. And FedNow partners and Ripple partners equal liquidity hub. We're going to talk about that. And Gary Gensler, is he working for the central monopolist? And breaking news for the XRP ledger, everybody. The countdown is on. Somebody roll that beautiful intro.
Digital Perspectives with Brad Kimes. Come on in.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. You can follow me on TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook for exclusive content. Right now, we're looking at under $1 trillion market cap for crypto. And I remember when it was 3 trillion plus. Holy moly, everybody. We are falling like a manhole cover from the sky now. Bitcoin right now at off almost 2.5% at 19,600 plus. Ethereum 1,400 plus. Almost $1,500 this afternoon. 32 cents for XRP. We're off a little more than 2%. Good afternoon, everybody. The IMF expects the U.S. economy to experience high inflation for at least another year or two. I tell you, we better be ready. I tell you, you better be ready. And listen, I know a lot of you are like, you know what? I don't like that he does advertisements. Let me tell you something. I have built a model that allows everyone to enjoy free content. And I don't offer anything I don't sell. And Glint Pay is one of the things that I offer because I use it as a customer also. And it's a great product, especially now. And if I'm using great products, why don't I want to tell you about them? And in most cases, I can get you a deal on them. But listen to what's coming to Glint Pay. It's a bridge to crypto, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to Jason Cousins and everybody at Glint. The bridge is being built to a gold financial system.
Just one more thing. I mean, as I keep saying, we're friends with the cryptocurrency movement. We've both got the same problem. We're building a bridge to the cryptocurrency ecosystem so that you will be able to buy physical allocated gold, Glint, and go backwards and forwards between the two different worlds. So definitely look forward to having that done and having a good relationship with between the two communities.
Absolutely, and so am I, Jason. So am I. And it's physically allocated gold, ladies and gentlemen. Don't let anybody kid you. That's your gold held in a Brinks vault. I'm telling you, click that link below. I am taking massive advantage of that, not financial advice. Cardano partners with Stanford University. Shout out to ProCoin News. This is fantastic for Charles Hoskinson all the way around. I believe Charles is one of the good guys in this space because we see right here, it doesn't take much for good guys to get a crosshairs on their back, like Ripple as well. 617 days now into the SEC versus Ripple lawsuit without any clarity or resolution. We are going into next year is what it looks like, but hopefully Jungle Inc. is right and his bold prediction of a September settlement holds true. I know all of us would not be upset about that. Look right here. This is massive numbers, ladies and gentlemen. 742 million coins in the last 24 hours. Oh my goodness. And that's shortly after 500 million XRP were withdrawn from Kraken to an unknown wallet. The funds were worth more than $247 million at the current exchange rate. I tell you, I made this point this morning that I believe on-demand liquidity is the price driver now. No, I don't have anything but my speculation to believe that, but I do believe that. The head of JPMorgan's digital asset unit, Umar Farouk, has suggested that most crypto assets on the market are junk. Now, listen, I have to say, it's not many times you're actually going to hear me agree with JPMorgan. You may want to write this down. I'm a little shocked by it myself. But this is accurate, right? I mean, the 20,000+, whatever it is, cryptocurrencies on the market now, there are not 20,000+ use cases. This much we all know, right? Whether it's day one in crypto or not. However, he does go to say here that there'll be a small handful, a few dozen or so he mentions. Everything else has been mentioned either as noise or frankly just gonna go away. And I do believe that that part is accurate. However, there was a report this morning's video that I put out where JPMorgan, the head of a division there, was really making the observation that the market was going down further and that you should sell your crypto. I am not selling. I'm not telling you or anyone else what to do, but I am not selling. I'm looking to accumulate as much as I can, and I'm really holding my breath for a black swan moment on Tether. Not that I want to see it, but I can, but there's a tremble in the force, and it's Department of Justice, and they are in fact investigating, it would appear, the sister company that is carrying the reserves for Tether. We'll keep an eye on it. Iran has passed a bill authorizing trade transactions with cryptocurrencies, officially approving the use of digital assets for imports. Well, listen, that's just normalizing everything. And here's another step of it here. This is widespread crypto adoption in Argentina now. Citizens from the Mendoza province can now pay government fees and taxes using cryptocurrency. Now that right there is officially making it money, okay? When your government is accepting cryptocurrency and tax payment, that is legitimately really saying that it's money, right? We'll keep an eye on that too. All of this seems to be getting away in some areas of the world from the BIS, the IMF, the U.S. government, all of those entities that have made it clear that they're going to come out with central bank digital currencies and legislation about crypto and stable coins and possibly CBDCs in the U.S., and all of this is to really bring this technology into a legal and regulatory framework. There's no question about that. So hold your breath. We're moving forward towards it every single day, even when it doesn't feel like it. Now, this is a reminder because I want to look at something inside of this FedNow announcement that is going to be launching in July 2023, but don't miss the part that she said that they're already beginning to step to it here in mid-September. So all the testing, the setting up, and all of this and that's going to be taking place is happening. But what I wanted to drill down a little bit here, just as a quick example, okay? Temenos, Ripple partner. You remember them, don't you? Yeah, well, we're going to get into them in a second. Then I want to go back here and pull this up. Volante, Ripple partner. Stay with me as we move through this. This is a demonstration from Ripple partner Volante, has their FedNow solution, which is ISO 20022 native with built-in real-time capabilities. Over 3,000 APIs and services. That tells you how many things and partners and customers are connected to that need to make payments and transfers. The FedNow service is extensible to ACH, FedWire, Swift Cross-Border, and TCH RTP. Now keep that in mind as we watch this.
Real-time payments are here to stay. But is your financial institution ready for this revolution? With Volante Technologies as your trusted payments modernization partner, you can easily meet this challenge to change. And now, Volante offers the easiest and quickest way to FedNow. You can have your 24/7 year-round service up and running without core changes, letting you focus on building better customer-centric services faster than your competition. Volante's FedNow solution is available both on-premise and as a service in the cloud. It's ISO 20022 native with built-in real-time capabilities and active deployment. A modern solution built for an ever-changing payments world.
Very quickly, we know that the ISO 20022 standards body and committee, there's only 2 distributed ledger companies on that standard body committee. It is Ripple and Stellar.
And Volante makes it easy for you to get to market quickly with over 300 APIs and services available right here, right now. Best of all, Volante's solution for the FedNow service is extensible to ACH, FedWire, Swift Cross-Border, and TCH RTP, all built to grow with your business. Volante's secure and reliable payment services keep yours and your customers' data private. They are ISO 27001, SOC 1, and SOC 2 certified. And did you know Volante processed the first U.S. real-time payment, and today they handle millions of transactions per year? That's impressive. Start your FedNow journey with Volante today and gain the freedom to evolve fast. Visit volantetech.com/FedNow.
So there you have that. Now let's take a look at this right here. And very quickly, I want to remind you of this diagram right here where it shows FedNow Services Reserve Bank, sender, sender's financial institution, it's FedNow Service Reserve Bank, and it shows here receiver financial institution and receiver. Start up here, you have the example here with inside of Volante, right? This is all Volante doing their thing with Ripple connected here. It shows the Volante Ripple plugin, Ripple Connect, and then the Ripple where they actually do the fees and FX rate quote inside of the payment in the message, right? Confirmation of payment and settlement, and then move it through Ripple Connect to the receiver, and then that's over. That's your path, right? Now, I showed you, I believe it, didn't I show you? I believe it, if my memory serves me correctly, I showed you the Temenos. I just showed you that, but let's really quickly, it's right here. Let me just show you Temenos. Ripple Partner. Don't believe me? Here it is as a reminder right here. Ripple Partner Temenos selected to power new Swiss digital bank in 2020. Here is an example of how Temenos is going to work. Take a listen to this, to RippleNet.
So we're going to focus on what the blockchain can deliver. So what we have here is a bank at one end connecting to the T24. Then the BlueZelle technology is tapping into the T24, which will talk to the Ripple network, which is a Ripple protocol blockchain, and send money overseas. So let's do a demo. Here I am, Coast Capital Bank, and I'm the teller. John comes to me and says, hey, I want to send some money. Let's see, need some Canadian. I put in the account number for Coast Capital. There we go. And put in CAD account. We're going to send it to our European partner. Let's just say it's Nordea. Credit account EUR, and I'm going to pick a random dollar figure of 78 euros that he needs. So just like this is what the teller sees through T24. Let's look at the deal. Everything's there. I got the rate that came up. Now the rate that comes up is what the Ripple protocol will come back with from the market makers. It's an efficient path finding algorithm.
Pay attention to that.
I validate the deal, and now you saw the transaction happen, complete. So this is what's happened on the bank side right now. So let's recap. BlueZelle, the T24 stack at Coast Capital, talked to BlueZelle, went to the Ripple protocol, the blockchain, found an efficient rate of going from Canadian dollars to euro, and said, okay, let's finish that transaction. So all the messaging is done behind the scenes in real time, and then the transaction will happen over the blockchain. So here we go. I'm going now. Here's the actual blockchain ledger for Coast Capital. And there you see right there, 78 euros got instantly transacted.
And this is all on Ripple charts. It's showing the actual transaction in real time.
But where before it took 2 weeks, took seconds. Here's all the authentication that you see behind it, the encryption, the hash key, the ledger, all these nerd words that you see or have heard about, that's where it is. Now I took that private hash, I'm taking it to the transaction page. On the left, you're going to see real live transactions happening over the blockchain right now being settled. I enter our hash key, which once again is private to Coast Capital. And here you see all the information that was related with that transaction. You saw 6 nodes, 6 ledgers automatically get updated at the same time. So once again, a transaction that took 2 weeks or 3 days even took seconds.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, if that doesn't tell you what's coming, because what it reminds me of, and I touched on it this morning with the domestic pools of liquidity, once these payment systems are up and running like FedNow, you're building domestic liquidity that can move and settle 24/7, 365. You get stablecoin legislation and roll out stablecoins and possibly a CBDC at some point as well. And you can organize this fast moving 24/7, 365 liquidity to be able to service massive cross-border payments for which I believe the Ripple Liquidity Hub can really set the stage for. And I think that's what we're watching here, because we're watching the underbelly of these partners like Temenos and Volante. And what we're seeing is that they are buried in the middle of that transaction. Really, whether they use the software suite of products from Ripple or not, they're using the transaction in the part of the transaction where Ripple is making the market for them. And remember, the XRP ledger is in fact a decentralized exchange for all the money, all the goods of the world. That's what is key about that right there. Now, let's move forward because, I got to give a shout out to Bob. I mean, I know this guy causes controversy out here in the space, but this is one hell of a tweet right here, and it hits home like we do on this channel. Why do you think Volante was selected for FedNow? Why is Michael Barr now at the Fed? Why is Rosie Rios on the board of Ripple? Who did the overnight rates? It was Sandy O'Connor, and they're ending. I reported on that yesterday. Why is Ripple at BlackRock like Robbie Mitchnick? And why did Volante select XRP Ledger? Your future was determined years ago. US CBDC on the XRP Ledger. He makes a great point and a great argument, and I actually agree with this. He says here the narrative's been set. 23-24 is of no importance. Fed stated they will be working alongside of private companies. It's all set in stone, adoption sooner than you think. Why build when you can adopt XRP the standard? Look, I'm right there with this because I believe, and I've said it many times, the large financial institutions of the world, or the central monopolists, as Gary Gensler called them, are not innovators. They're adopters. Take a listen. I've played this before, but just listen to some of this.
Central monopolist with another central monopolist. A lot of commercial banks aren't terribly excited about that. Maybe you're going to have to give some ownership. Maybe you'll have to give 50% of your ownership to the 20 banks that are now, part of this. I mean, there are other ways to build incentive systems. Maybe you put a native token in there, and you give them the native token. So there may be other incentive ways to beat the current monopolist. But I, having been around commercial banks for a long time, they really are looking for ways to replace their aggregators in their back office, whether it's clearing, settlement, exchanges, credit agencies. But they are deeply understanding, because they are pretty ambitious and very good at making money as well. They deeply understand that every idea that's pitched to them is somebody who currently is small but wants to get big and gain market power. And I say to you, like Ripple, and I say to you that Gary Gensler may have even been talking in a macro sense about the escrow of XRP and about pre-allocation or some kind of settlement where they have to cough up even more of escrow even, or just more ownership of Ripple itself. What's clear here is that Gary does come from the central monopolist world. And I've asked this question before, and I'm going to ask it again. Having worked for the central monopolists like Goldman Sachs and others, as he calls it, plus his ability to explain how to get through the gates of their control so well, one has to wonder if Gary Gensler is in fact carrying the torch for the investment banks that really run and control this world, and if he's doing the bidding and negotiating through regulatory capture of the SEC versus Ripple case. Real quick, breaking news for the XRP Ledger, ladies and gentlemen. It's Emma Yoshikawa says now the 2-week countdown begins for XLS20, baby. NFTs are coming to the Ledger. We just saw the vote go past 80% today, not long ago. It is fascinating to watch it all come together is right. Decentralized consensus in real time. Now we have the 2-week countdown. If the vote for the XLS20 NFT tokens remains strong above 80% for the 2-week time period, The amendment will be made and NFTs will be coming to the ledger, baby. I don't see why it doesn't stick, and it's exciting to know that it's on its way. Watch out, Ethereum. A lot of developers are going to want to be on the XRP ledger with their new NFT projects. That's going to do it for me. Not financial advice from me or anyone else. Check out all the links underneath the video. They're great products and services I use each and every day, and most of them have incredible deals, but you got to click the links to get them. I'll catch you on the next one.